Whether it's a giant roadside dinosaur, a mermaid show, there is something magical about good old-fashioned American road trips, right? In his new book, The Great American Retro Road Trip, author and media executive Rolando Pujol takes us through a nostalgic ride through some of the country's most charming and quirky travel spots. I caught up with him to talk about the inspiration behind his brand new book and why preserving these hidden gems matter and what spots right here in the Tampa Bay area made the cut. Okay, let's talk about the Great American Road Trip. How did this come about? It's a passion project for you, right?
It's a passion project, and I would say its roots lie honestly in my childhood, from trips that my family would take down I-95 all the way down to Miami. We flew a few years, but the drives were so much fun, and there were all these fun milestones along the drive. From the different states that you'd go through, the changing topography, quirky billboards that you would see for hundreds of miles, and by the time you got there, you just had to pull over and see what all the fuss was about. So for me, at a very early age, the excitement was in the journey rather than in the destination. The journey was the destination.
And who were you traveling with on these road trips?
When I was, of course, young family, but a lot of them, I do have kindred spirits who are into this stuff as well, but I've made a lot of friends through this. The work trips for the book to do the research, I did them by myself because it's just much more efficient, and you're not putting somebody through this 15-hour ordeal from dawn to dusk and even beyond that.
You visited a couple places in Florida. We see Sunken Gardens and Weeki Wachee. I'm actually from the Weeki Wachee area. Why did you mention those places?
Oh, to me, they are the epitome of what folks like to call old Florida, right? That's what I love about these trips. Even not far from Weeki Wachee, Harold's Auto Center, the gigantic dinosaur where you go into its belly and get your car fixed. I mean, come on, what's more American than that? So
yeah, that's Spring Hill. That's where I'm from too.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's the other dinosaur, Fox Bauer, as well, which was connected to that taxidermy place. And he's still there, that pink dinosaur. Oh, I just love that stuff. When you think of Florida now, and it's big amusement parks and beaches, but it's those old-timey stops, from the mid-20th century, early 20th century, where there were just entrepreneurial people who thought they had something here, like George Turner at Sunken Gardens, who said, he knew a little bit about plants, a little bit about plumbing, and he's like, you know what? This is really good soil here. I can do something magical here. And he did.
It's incredible.
It's such a treasure. So it's those little stories behind it that to me make them worth going out there and seeking out.
Why is it important to kind of preserve this American nostalgia?
Right, because these places are, I think, as important as any major Andy Warhol artwork or any major scientific discovery. They come from the same source of American mastery and creativity, and sort of like an American grandiosity. The way that we always do everything, but we always do it a little bit bigger and a little bit better. We're always iterating, and that's just something about that that's so American, and I think we feel it and in our bones, and it's why we connect with these places and love them, even if we don't really know why we love them.
Plus, things change over time, so when you preserve them as they are, you get to see what they were before, and just kind of document the history of it all. Is there any travel or road trip advice that you want to give to our viewers or to anyone thinking of taking a road trip?
My book can be a part of that to give you some inspiration. Be a little bit relaxed about it. Leave a little bit earlier. Take the exits, follow quirky little side trips that might take you away half an hour from your destination. But I think those little things you discover on the way there might be more memorable than the things that you do when you're there.
Absolutely, so cool.
I'm having fun going through the book here. Sarah has it for us here.
We have a lot of pictures in there, which is my type of book.
We need a book with
James
pictures.
is like, I remember that.
I remember picture books. Yeah, there's a lot of really nostalgic photos in there. Really great photos of stuff along the way.
Dinosaur World as well too. That's a fan favorite.
And Sunken Gardens I saw in the story there too.
Did you?
And it's incredible how he's done this all over our area, and he remembers all of them. He can tell you exactly what place was what, and he's met so many friends along the way. He meets them online because he travels solo, but then the people you meet along the way really cool.
Did you talk about car games at all?
Card games?
Car games.
Car games?
Car games.
No, well, he doesn't.
Did you just bring up poker or anything else?
Punch Buggy Yellow?
No, he travels solo, so maybe he does do solo car games. Maybe he talks on the phone and does games with his friends.
Games?
No, he just, it's really cool to watch.
Well, I was laughing because in the book there's a cow in the photo here, and I went to the University of Alabama, so they're farms there. There's a lot of farmland here in Florida as well, but we used to play on road trips, Hey Cow.
Yeah.
You'd yell out the window, Hey Cow, and see how many would turn their heads.
Oh,
Like
I
the more-
never knew that.
My kids play I Spy.
It's a nice
with
southern
my
game
little
for you.
eye.
I
They do
Spy,
that.
we do.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do
yeah.
I Spy.
And then
I
somehow
Spy.
it turns into a fight. Like I'm not really sure over something.
The sky is
I'm
not blue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, card games.
Hey, all right.